Check one. Hey, good. I forgot to check that the mic was on before starting. So, listen, we're going to try this again. I apologize. We had a previous stream here. Things went horribly wrong, mostly due to the software we use here not working the way it's supposed to. And we're going to work with the people who make the software to make sure that this does not happen again. This is the first time that I've had to actually just kill a stream and start over. But I've seen other people do that before, and it is what it is, friends. So just bear with me one moment while I, for like the third time, get our shared materials back where I need them to be. A little bit of a mess with things lately. I'm usually a bit more organized. Uh, Last minute things. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard lately. It's been really difficult, and I have to contact them and find out why. Um, haven't tried using it on my laptop, but I'm going to try that next. Usually this stuff works pretty well, and I don't have to think about too many different things. It's terrible when you do have to. I kind of forgot what it's like to worry about these technical issues all the time because we haven't had any in a while. But that's usually when they start popping up, right? All right, we're going to try this again, and hopefully this time it's going to work. I did a quick test before restarting the stream, and it seemed like it worked. So, yeah. All right, friends. So here's our first contestant on I Banged an Alien and I Liked It. This girl got 4 million views on TikTok. Amazing.
Okay, this is the story of the time that I hooked up with an alien. So I meet this guy on Hinge, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just passing through. I don't actually live in Iowa. I have my own private plane that I've been flying across the country, but I'd love to come and hang out for the night." I was like, "Okay, great." So he comes down. He was staying in a town that was like an hour away, but it only took him like 30 minutes to get here, which was a little weird. So we're hanging out. We have sex, whatever. The next morning, I call him an Uber home back to the town he was staying in, which was like an hour away, so it was an expensive Uber. And about 20 minutes later, I get refunded like half of my Uber charge, and I was like, "What's going on?" So I call the Uber, and he was like, "Yeah, he had me drop him off at a random cornfield about 20 minutes away. So we're all good. Like, I won't charge you the full cost." And I was like, "Okay." And then that same day, this happened. There was a UFO spotting in Iowa about an hour away from where I live. And the weirdest part was later that day, I had no recollection of like what happened the night before. I was like, did I hang out with someone? Like, I literally could not remember what I did the night before until literally today. Like today, this whole thing came flooding back to me. So like this alien literally wiped my memory, and I'm not fucking kidding. Okay, this is the story of the time that I hooked up with an alien. So I meet this guy on Hinge, and he was like, "Oh,
Okay, friends. There you go. So there's our first contestant. Uh, and I love the some of the comments were just amazing. This one being my favorite. I'm gonna make this bitch pay for my Uber. Yeah. Oh, geez. Now our next contestant is a little more famous. In fact, there's been an entire movie made around our next contestant. And I have to say that I reached out to this guy to try to book him to be on our show, and so far he has not got back to me. But the documentary about him and having his all the sex that he has with alien, one in particular, I think he's monogamous with his alien lover. uh, yeah, the guy's name is David Huggins. I'm sorry, and he claims he lost his virginity to an alien woman among 100 other encounters and chronicled it all in art. This documentary is his stories, and it's called Love and Saucers. I watched it. You should probably watch it too. Okay, let's check out the trailer for the documentary Love and Saucers. Try that again. Uh, Wrong one. Third time is the charm. I'll get it this time, friends. There we go. Love and Saucers.
Why did these beings choose me? There is an orange yellowish light comes on. David is looking at the light and doesn't hurt his eyes. He is aware of the beings. They are standing over him. They are touching his body. My name is David Huggins. I'm 72 years old, and I live in Hoboken, New Jersey. I was living a perfectly normal life until I started remembering things. It was just like image upon image upon image. It wouldn't stop. I was so scared. The eyes were just glowing straight toward me, and we floated up to some type of craft. I said, "You hurt me, you hurt me." No, 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 no. This is the woman I never told anyone about. When I was 17, I lost my virginity to a female extraterrestrial. That's all I can say about it. Virginity lost.
Oh, he seems so happy about that. Yo, I remember being 17 and being horny as a mother, but I don't remember ever going, yeah, if an alien wanted to, I'd give it a shot. So this is the crazy world we live in. And I heard somebody in the live chat or read somebody in the live chat mention, why are aliens all such pervs, right? Yeah, they want to have sex with us. They want to anally probe us. They want to take sperm samples from us. Why are aliens such pervs? I do not know. So, I had some others planned, but I think we're going to make tonight a short show. And I have some other news about aliens and the Galactic Federation. Now, look, this next thing I'm going to share, I don't know if this guy's for real, if this is a joke, but I've been through some of his videos, and I think this guy's for real and really believes this shit. And apparently, he's got the inside scoop about how Donald Trump has forget about being president of the United States. He's becoming president, Earth, the president of Earth, the Galactic Council. Man, they had a meeting and everything. Friends, I don't even know what to say about this next clip, but we're going to share it anyway because this is what we do here. And this is from a video titled "Donald Trump Becomes President of the Galactic Federation of Light 2021." Let's get into it, friends.
Contactee Lynell Anderson here with you guys with a special edition episode of An Alien Tuesday. And today's message will blow your mind. We got the best news we've received of 2021. And that, my friends, is Donald Trump has just met with the Galactic Federation of Light, and he was honored to become president of the Human Committee Federation of Light. I know the video says he becomes president of the Galactic Federation of Light, but I meant to say the Human Committee, that division. So we're going to get into what that means in today's episode. But before we do, I just want to encourage everybody to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe if you're new. As I say, subscribe to survive. I got my old channel deleted. Now I have to start
Oh,
from
it's such
scratch.
a shame.
So if you hit that button, it would mean the world to me, because I covered it all from New World Order, Illuminati, extraterrestrials, conspiracy, a lot more. So thank you for subscribing. So yeah, let's get into the big news. It took everybody by surprise, but this past weekend here, Donald Trump was invited up to meet with the Galactic Federation. They met at an undisclosed place that I cannot reveal. In the place,
You can't tell us
and
where.
the king was there. Of course, the king was there, but the representatives from a lot of races were there. We had representatives from Lyra. We had King Lyra was there. We had representatives from the Dromedans, the Syrians, you name it. We had multiple different races there. The Octurians, all of them were there. I can't get into which ones were there, but we had representatives of each. And then, of course, Donald Trump was invited, and there was a big ceremony, and they let him know that there is a human division or a human committee now on the Galactic Federation of Light. Now, in the previous years, throughout time, there's been human representatives who would come and go with the Galactic Federation of Light, make speeches and stuff, but we never had an actual president, an actual member who sat on Galactic Federation of Light, who was human, who had their own committee. Well, the king, all thanks goes to the king on this one, my friends. The king wanted to start an official human committee on the Galactic Federation with a representative to be president. And especially now that Trump lost or was cheated out of the election, the king said this is a perfect time. So President Donald Trump, we could call him President Trump again, because he was rewarded with the honor of becoming president of the Human Committee on the Galactic Federation of Light.
Oh my
And
God.
this is just amazing news. So what's this going to mean for humanity? Well, this means Donald Trump is going to be making deals and calling the shots with intergalactic matters for humanity and for the universe, for the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. At first we were unsure why they wanted to talk to Trump, because the Pleiadians, the king, they were mad with Trump because he didn't pardon Assange or Snowden, and there's some other things that they're mad about Trump about. So they addressed that with Trump. They had a real long talk, but at the end of the day, King Plachacha said, we need Trump in there, even though he's not perfect. He's made some mistakes. He's even done some bad things, has had dealings with Inky and everything. But with that all set aside, he's got the heart, and there's no better person for the job than President Trump, because
no better person to represent Earth.
He makes deals. He gets along with all the galactic councils and all the different races. Everybody likes him. He's just a very easy to get along guy. So they're trusting Trump to become the first president of the Galactic Federation of Light Human Committee. That's what it comes to. So this is good for humanity. Trump is going to start making deals on a monthly basis.
He's going to make galactic deals.
I can't go into detail right now because it's a security clearance, but I'll let you know.
He can't go into detail
briefed on these.
Oh, this guy's getting briefings too, just like David Wilcock.
And what kind of deals Trump is making for humanity. But you better believe that Trump is working with the king, and he's working with the whole Galactic Federation. So we salute President Trump. We could call him President Trump again because he's president of the Human Committee at the Galactic Federation. So you should have seen what happened. This happened over the weekend. I was even invited up for the ceremony, and they had a
he was invited
party
to space
after everything went through. Huge party. They had something known as Lobster Fest. Okay, they had a huge feast. There was tons of people there, so they had a buffet station up. They had lobsters.
They got a buffet.
Tons of
an alien buffet, friends.
Fish and fish food and stuff they were eating. They were just going all out, and you'd love Pleiadian lobsters. They are way better than Earth lobsters. And then there was a lot of drinking, a lot of Compound 49 going around, and you should have seen what happened to Trump. Because everybody knows Trump does not drink alcohol. He never drinks alcohol. But the king got Trump to drink some Pleiadian liquor, some Pleiadian beer. The king brews his own beer. He calls it the King's Brew. And,
it's
the king
the
was
King's
like, come on,
Brew.
Trump, you never party, you never drink. You just became president of the Human Committee. Like, come on, let loose and have a few. So the king was able to convince Trump to have a few. And he had 3 beers, okay? 3 King's Brew beers. So they were big beers.
King Brew.
Pleiadian beers.
King-size beers.
Trump had 3. And Trump was slurring his words. He's falling into things. And then later in the night, it got so bad that Trump started puking his guts out. I'm not even joking. He was puking his guts out. He was feeling horrible. And then the king started feeling bad. He's like, maybe I shouldn't have. He's such a lightweight. I shouldn't have given him King's Brew. And so what did they do to help Trump for that night? Well, the king sparked up a little Compound 49, Pleiadian space.
King Brew.
He said, Trump, just take a couple puffs off this. Trump took a couple puffs, and then he was knocked out. He ended up sleeping at the embassy at the castle that night at the king, and in the den area. He just passed right out. But you know what? Trump deserves it. After everything Trump has been through, Trump deserves to party a little bit and have a good time. So that is what happened, and Yeah, let's all salute Trump because he deserves that fun time that he had. We salute you, President
We
Trump.
salute you,
Glad
President
to have
Trump.
you back on board. I'll keep you guys updated with messages. And hail to the king because the king made this possible. And yeah, we got Trump on board, my friends.
Yeah, this
So
is good
hopefully there's going to be
news.
some good deals for humanity. All right, that about does it for me. Stay tuned to the channel because there's going to be a lot more videos coming up. So subscribe, click notification bell, share this video, like it, share with your friends.
Oh, I like
That's
this
about
video.
it. Thanks for
I'll
listening, my
like it.
friends.
I'll give
Thanks
the
for
guy a
watching.
like for this.
Lionel signing off.
Oh my God, friends. Look, the level of ridiculousness about people who want to believe that Trump is still in power has reached like these incredible new highs. Like, I just don't even know what to say. I hope that this guy this is a goof, right? Uh, I really hope this is a goof. Oh, there's another one. We got to go here because there's even better news, friends. If you thought that Donald Trump becoming the president of Earth Galactic Federation Council was good news, wait till you hear the next good news. Because apparently, this guy's got briefings about Donald Trump and Elon Musk building a golf course on the planet Mars, right? We're gonna share this one too. So I'm gonna cite fair use. This is a transformative work. We're gonna be critiquing and talking about what this gentleman is saying. The video is titled "Donald Trump and Elon Musk to build the first ever golf course on Mars." I imagine that would be good news if you're a golf fan, right?
Hello, my friends. This is Alien Contactee Lynell Anderson here with you guys. And I have huge news for you guys.
Bigger
today.
than the Galactic Council news?
Biggest news of 2021. It's got me happy, and it's going to have you pretty happy too. And it involves President of the Galactic Federation of Light, the Human Committee, Donald Trump, along with Elon Musk. It does include Musk. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what this news is right now. But before I do, I want to encourage everybody to hit that subscribe button.
Well, this guy's really good at pushing the subs, right?
Bell as well. I'm trying to build up this new channel. My old one got deleted. So if you subscribe, you're putting a smile on my face. And also hit the like button because it helps with the algorithms. So here's the big news. Okay, last week I announced that Donald Trump has become president of the Galactic Federation of Light, the Human Committee, and he's officially. We just spoke. He's announcing his first move.
He just spoke with Trump? Wow.
And it's a big move. He has announced that him and Elon Musk have made a deal, and they're going to be building the first golf course in history on the face of Mars. That's right. Donald Trump's first move as president, he announced he's building a golf course on Mars. This is historic, okay, my friends? This is absolutely historic. There's never been a golf course built by human beings on another planet ever. And this golf course is going to be huge. It's going to be 18 holes. And this is what makes it so historic is, humans can't survive on Mars if they're outside. They got to be indoors. So this is going to be an indoor golf course, okay? Golf courses.
An indoor golf course.
This is going to be the biggest structure on Mars by far. This thing is going to be huge, and this is making history. And why is this such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal? You may be saying he's president of the Galactic Federation of Light and he's building a golf course. It doesn't make sense, right? But that's where you're wrong. This move is going to set Donald Trump's legacy for being president of the Galactic Federation of Light. This move alone is getting everyone on the Galactic Federation of Light, even the people who are against Donald Trump, is putting Trump in their good books. Because, see, extraterrestrials, they're much like humans, Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans. They like their leisure activity. They like their recreational time. And, think about...
I don't know.
He's the most stressed out king in the galaxy right now because he's fighting a war with the reptilians. So he's stressed out all the time. So he needs time to relax.
Donald Trump
And
is
it's
fighting a
fact
war
that
with
extraterrestrials
reptilians.
love golf. So by Donald Trump building this golf course, he's building it not only for humanity, but he's building it.
Melissa owns that
Federation.
land,
This is
damn
like a
it.
gift. You know, he just gets sworn in as president. What's the best thing Trump could do to get everyone on his side? Give him a gift. So he's giving the gift of golf to these people.
Yeah, that's one of David
to
Wilcock's
the Galactic
insiders.
Federation. And you may be saying, well, there's nobody on Mars right now. Humans will be there in about 10 years or so. Once the humans get there, they're going to have a golf course so they could have their leisure time.
Absolutely,
But not
Cheryl
only
Peterson.
that, as soon as this golf course is open, all these extraterrestrials in the Federation and in the galaxy and in the universe are going to be able to stop off at Mars and play a round of
You're in the
golf.
right place.
This is huge. It's absolutely huge news, my friends. So I think it's a great move by Donald Trump. It's a great thing, a first thing to do as president. Like, there's going to be more serious things that are going to happen.
Barack
in the future.
Obama fought aliens on
What a great way to
Mars.
set your
Now
legacy,
Trump's building a
you know,
golf course on
by
Mars.
building something for the people, for the extraterrestrials. It's a gift of giving. So yeah, you may be saying, where does Elon Musk fit into all this? Well, we all know Elon Musk has connections with Mars. He's planning to put people on Mars in the next 10 years or so. So
Somebody said it to me,
also happens to
Melissa.
be the world's richest person. Well, you might think a golf course on Mars is a pretty expensive project. So Donald Trump, another billionaire, he reached out to Musk and he proposed the idea. And he says, if you do this with me and you invest your money, you'll also get to be president of the golf course, not of the Galactic Federation. But Trump says he'll put in a good word with the extraterrestrials, and it'll just boost Elon Musk's reputation. And Elon Musk said, sure, they worked out a deal. They
They worked out a deal. It's all good.
Some of the project, him and Trump, and they're also going to be building this thing together because it's going to be the biggest structure ever made on Mars, and it's just going to be amazing. It's amazing news. So I think personally, I believe that this is Trump's greatest accomplishment.
His greatest accomplishment
as president of the Galactic Federation. But this is the best thing Trump has done till now, and I think it's just great news. So I had to deliver that to you guys. It's going to be building starts.
Of course, Terry, it's got to be open bar.
Building, and it's probably going to take them 6 months or so, and then the course is going to be open, and there's going to be a big celebration for the day the course opens. King Plachacha is going to be golfing there.
King Plachacha, oh boy!
And also a couple other representatives of the Galactic Federation. And it's just going to be a great experience all in all. And like I said, it's going to be 18 holes and indoor golf course. It's going to be quite the scene. So I'm very hopeful for the future. I see Donald Trump making moves like this when he's president of the Galactic Federation. And it puts a smile on my face, seeing that I feel like we're going to have no problem against the Anunnaki or anything. If we got Trump, the king, myself, I think I have hope for humanity. I have hope that things are going to work out good because it's acts like this that put a smile on my face. So that's the big news, my friends. So, share this video around, share the news. It's going to be huge. And once the course is open, I'll let you know how everyone
he's going to let us know.
And who knows,
yeah.
Maybe you'll be playing there someday. Once humans go to Mars, it's going to be our golf course. And who knows, he's probably going to build more with the success of this golf course. So that's about it, my friends. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, because we got more breaking news messages like
breaking
this.
News.
You don't want to miss that. All right, my friends, that's about it. Lionel Anderson, the alien contactee, signing off.
Friends, I hope this guy is just goofing. I really do. But I've watched a bunch of his videos, and he's pretty matter of fact. And this is what's the news. This is the news, folks. Every time. So I don't know if this guy's really goofing or he believes this stuff. But either way, it's bizarro land out there, and people have been sending me videos like this for quite some time. I guess my favorite from tonight is the girl who had sex with an alien and then had to pay for the alien's Uber ride back to his spaceship. That's pretty good. Imagine this alien. He didn't have Earth money, right? And he banged her, and then he said, look, baby, you gotta Uber me back to my spaceship, baby. And then he mind wiped her, and she didn't remember any of it until she posted the video the next day. And good for her. She got 4 million views on TikTok. That's crazy. 4 million views telling a story about banging an alien and liking it. And by the way, as much as I like to joke about this past guy, he was very good at saying, oh, sorry, like, comment, and share this video. Please do subscribe if you have not yet done so. Um, I don't know what to say, folks. I just wanted to keep it light tonight and do a quick show, check in with everybody, um, and remind you to, yes, please like, comment, and subscribe, and send our channel address to some friends. That really would help us grow. We're seeing a steady uptick. I think we're almost at 1,200 subscribers now. We are still waiting for YouTube monetization. Now I'm told it takes up to a month, so we probably have 2 or 3 weeks of waiting left on that. And I guess from here on in, I will be running the show on Linux in Chromium. Doesn't work in Chrome, but it works in Chromium. I have no idea why. And I'm an IT guy. But I'm not going to spend too long trying to diagnose what the actual problem is with StreamYard when I pay them to do that. You know, I don't, they work for me. That's my attitude. I don't want to give even 10 minutes. Well, I tried for a little while, and then I just said, I'm not going to keep going troubleshooting this. It's their problem. They have to get back to me with what I'm supposed to do to fix this stuff. This guy would look better with a pork pie hat on. That would suit his personality more. Yeah, choice of hats when you're going on the internet talking crazy is important, All Red Arbiter. You got to have the right hat to go with your crazy. Absolutely. 1 second, friends. Okay, yeah, I saw your note there, Genocide. So thank Genocide for a kind PayPal donation. By the way, I'm going to remind everybody there. Let me put that banner up. If you would like to support our show, there's a few ways you can do that. We have a Patreon, and we have what's called the Not So Super Chat donations, where you can just send us a PayPal donation. Both links are in the About section of our channel here. And basically, we use that money for things like webcams and backdrops and I don't know, microphones, headphones, computer parts, whatever it is we need here. Lately, it's been puppet parts. So 1 second, I'm going to check in with our PayPal here. If you do give a PayPal donation while we're live on air, we shout it out live on air. Or if you do one offline, you can let me know. Just send me a note to remind me that you did that, and I will read it out for you on the next show as soon as we are live. Okay. So I want to thank Genocide for a very kind and generous $20 donation. Can you spare $1, brother? No, Genocide could spare $20. You have my thanks, Genocide. I truly appreciate that. And this is his shout out. Somewhere in a future comic disclosure episode, can we say how cool and believable Clowncock would look with a mustache? Thank you. Yes, and I could even add a mustache to him, to Mr. Clowncock, for you, just for you, Genocide. Absolutely, just for you. So I'm going to check if we have any recent Patreon. If you become a Patreon member during our stream, I shout you out live on air, but I don't believe, no, we have not had any new Patreon supporters in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. So, but I did want to mention with Patreon, you get everything first, like that new video comic disclosure. Those guys got it. The Patreon people got it first before everyone else. And we do a monthly audio journal. There's the Mind Hack Project and some other benefits. So, yeah, please do think of me. And when you think of me, think of money. Because praise the cash, praise the cash, praise the cash. Send me some cash. Put it out there in the universe. There you go, friends. Because money really does make the world go round. So I've got more crazy videos that I could play, but I thought we could just spend some time with the live chat and catch up with you guys and make this a short show tonight. Yes, Melissa, praise the cash, and the AI algorithm gods. Those are the two things I praise each and every day. In that order. First, I praise the cash, then I praise the YouTube AI algorithms. Yeah. Yeah, I heard somebody say, Victor Sarge says Trump doesn't drink. Yeah, his brother died of alcoholism and they were very close. So I think that really affected him and he never took a drink. And I guess, if you have an alcoholic in your family, one of two things happens. Either you, because of genetics or because of predisposition or whatever, go down that road too, or I've seen very extreme polar opposite reactions when people are around alcoholics. Sometimes they see the effect on this alcoholic and just say, I'm never taking a drink. I grew up with a friend like that. His father was an alcoholic and he, I think to this day, has never had a drink or any drugs or anything like that, or cigarette, anything, nothing, totally straight edge. Rogue Status says, first night here, you did not disappoint. You should, this is a kind of a joke of a last minute show. This was not, you should watch our last show, which is revisiting Roswell. And again, I wanted to just mention how awesome is it? If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. Our friend alien scientist, Jeremy Rise, God bless him and good for him. He got on the Tim Pool show, which is just a huge show, right? Absolutely huge show. I'm going to check and see. I'm going to check and see here if I can do that quickly anyway. 1 second, friends. I just wanted to see how many views that appearance of his got. I think it got like an incredible amount. 1 second. Got it on my, let me just find it on my Twitter. I apologize, friends. I wanted to see, but, just amazing that, one of our own got to hit the big time, right? Like literally hit the big time. Okay, yeah. I wanted to see how many views it got. Now I got the video, friends. Yeah, so the alien scientist was on, and it's Timcast IRL, Navy patents UFO fusion energy and reality bending tech with alien scientist. Got 332,000 views. That's amazing. And I think there was, I don't know how many thousands and thousands of people watched him live on the actual live broadcasts. But I just wanted to mention that if you haven't seen it yet, I think I just think it's great when one of our own gets to be on a really big show like Tim Pool or Joe Rogan. Good for him. God bless him. I hope some of that luck, rubs off on us here. Now I have the video. Okay, sorry. I had the video somehow playing in my ears. So we're going to go to the live chat if you have any questions or comments for me. I did have something else I wanted to talk about, and it's just Twitter drama. So, I don't think I'm even going to go there. Bunya is asking, are you going to do more puppet characters? Anyone in mind? Well, I have a female clown. That'll give you a hint that we're working on. And yes, we're going to be adding a few more characters, but they're not really like based on real people. if anybody ever saw the Muppets, right? You remember there was those two old guys that sat in the balcony and like made fun of the show? We're gonna have something like that, except they're not gonna be old guys. They're just gonna be creepy, weird puppets, and they're gonna be like making fun of the clowns talking this alien secret space bullshit. Uh, can I list the Trumper Crazy Dude's YouTube link? Yes, I can. Now I gotta do it again. Hold on. 1 second. I could just go to history, right? I would think I could, but just bear with me then. I'll get the link for you guys. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so that guy's called the Alien Contactee 2. I'm gonna go to our live chat and I will put it into the I gotta go to our live chat to put it into the live chat. That's another fun thing with StreamYard doesn't do. If I put in a link here, it won't go through to you guys in the live chat. So I have to go to our actual live chat on YouTube. Just bear with me. All right, and here's the link to Crazy Trumper Guy, Alien Guy. That's his channel, and every video is just about as fun as that one. Yeah. 1 second, friends. And we're not doing very well tonight. We've got no dislikes so far. Usually, I don't know. I guess the haters must be like taking a break tonight because usually there's 3 or 4 before the stream even starts. Okay. Nothing like being referred to as the alien guys. Yeah. Oh, we'll give some shout outs. See who is here. I'm going to go all the way back in the live chat. And once again, I apologize for the shit show that the previous stream was, but it is what it is. So shout out to Jonaside, Jolly Bridge Burner, Out of Mind, Victor Sarge is here, All Around Arbiter, Lee B. Veltman is here, Rogue Status is here, Effluent for You is here, Spooky is here, Renee Mrs. Jonaside is here, Hank McGurk is here, Blue Shift Radio is here. I mentioned Jolly Bridge Burner, Hank McGurk. Let's see if we have anybody else here. I saw Terry Joyce is here. Melissa is here. The Don Craze Phase is here. And Jonaside, of course, is here. Rogue Status. Guess I got most everybody. Michael Angelo is here. And Michael Angelo, convict movies make Carrie Cassidy horny. I would tend to agree with you, Michael Angelo. Apparently, she likes prisoners. Terry Joyce says, I love the clown show. I had a good time. I almost quit in the middle of making that thing. It was such a pain in the ass getting that to work right and getting those stupid clowns like syncing to the audio that I had to use, right? But I finally got it going, and I think the next ones are going to be very, very quick, Out of Mind says, thank you, my pleasure. We are here to serve. Whatever everybody wants, everybody gets here. That's the way our show works. The audience is in control here. I'm just here pushing buttons, right? So I did have some other stuff that I was going to talk about, but then I thought maybe not. But it involved one person telling me that I caused drama, or why am I causing drama? And it's a very well-known person in the, UFO conspiracy community. And then I realized, oh, he's just defending his fucking criminal friend. That's what he did. Defended his criminal friend and didn't like me saying something about his criminal friend. Now, I'm not going to name names here because I think that gives energy to them, gives energy back to them. But I am going to say this. They can both suck a dick. They know who they are. They can both suck a dick. And, it is what it is. They could not argue that what I said about the criminal was not factually accurate, right? What I said was 100% factually accurate, and I can back it up with links and evidence that what I said is complete, and court documents that what I said about that person is completely and totally factually accurate. They hate that. They hate that. So they can't really do anything about the message. And wow, I got blurry. There we go. They can't do anything about the message, so they just let's kill the messenger, right? And I keep saying this, man. It's a big club, and I ain't in it. So I can say whatever I want. And they hate that too. They hate that. They hate that I don't work these UFO conferences and shit. So I don't care, right? If I won't get booked there, I don't give a shit. No, I don't care, and so many different guys have warned me, like, man, you can't go after the big names here because you're not going to get booked in these big conferences. I don't give a shit about that. And they hate that because they can't hold that over me. I've even had somebody come to me in the past and sort of bribe me to shut up about somebody. Like, listen, if you just cool it, like, we could get you some work. Really? Is that how this works? I get bribed into keeping my mouth shut? While this guy is knowingly and willingly milking a twice convicted pedophile for stories about aliens and running with them and selling those stories on monetized videos, monetized blog sites, putting them behind paywalls, right? I'm not supposed to say anything about all that shit, right? Maybe we'll get you some work. Just shut the fuck up. You're ruining the alien con. Oh, shit, I think I just spilled the beans about who this Twitter beef may have been about. But it is what it is, and I stand by everything that I said. Whoa, Hank McGurk, I'm not even going to share that. That's you keep that to yourself, bro. Wait, no, I am going to share it because that is, whoa. Where did that come? Jesus Christ, Hank McGurk, where did this come from? I'd watch you go down on a guy. Jesus Christ, man. If I'm in, yeah, if you're into that. No, Hank McGurk, I'm not into going down on a guy. I'm married to a woman and everything, a real live woman. That's my preference. But hey, if that's your thing, good for you, bro. You go at it. Whatever makes you happy, you go and do that. Yeah. All right, now I feel a little uncomfortable because somebody was just talking about me going down on a dude live on my show, and we shared it. You know why? Because I don't know why. Why did I share that? I don't know why. The hot tub of love. Mikey Horn, it's gotta be. William Pixley, you still won't go after dork journalist. He is really a peach. I don't dislike the guy yet. I don't know. I think he's okay, Kind of like the black suit and everything, And yeah, but listen, here's what I'll say about him. Yeah, like a lot of the stuff that he talks about is crazy and wackadoo. And I agree with others who have correctly pointed out, I think it was C.W. Chandler who said, like, he can rip on Corey Good for having superpowers and all this shit and say what a fraud Corey Good is, but then he can have Gigi Young on his show all the time, which is the same kind of garbage bullshit. So, but, I don't really have anything against him. I don't know. What is it that C.W. Chandler calls him? Beantail Linguini. I guess because he's Italian and he's from Boston? Beantail Linguini? I don't know. Did I ever see The Next Generation where Riker bangs that androgynous, sexless alien? Yeah, I think I did, but I don't really remember what happened. But that alien race was disturbing because, yeah, they were kind of like in between, right? And who would look at somebody that's sort of like not quite female and not quite male and say, yeah, I want to bang that. But apparently that's what happens on that episode. Getting hit on by a trainee alien would bother me, Steven. I think that would bother anybody. I don't know. Oh man, I could tell a really funny trainee story here. I don't know. No, he knew. He had to know. So when I was in bands, we played a lot of weird shows because we're a weird band and we had weird music. So if there was some weird event going on, we got booked. And there was this event where it was like tranny uh, porn stars, like chicks with dicks, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging, or I'm just telling a story here. So we go to this show, and I kind of knew that it was something to do with the tranny. I thought it was a tranny burlesque show, but it turned out that it was tranny porn stars, transgender porn stars, but they were pre-op, so they were chicks that still had dicks, but they had tits. And anyway, so long story short, the trainee girls were in the upstairs. There was two huge rooms, and one downstairs where we were playing. Our band was playing, and we did. I think it was two sets. So we go and we play like for an hour, and then we take an hour break, and then we play another set. And so we play the first set, and after the first hour, we got an hour break. So the guitar player in the band, who by the way, his nickname was Skank. That'll tell you something about the quality of my musicians in my bands. Skank goes, I can't remember the name of the girl. Let's just call her, Lisa Dick. I don't know. He was like, "Hey, dude, did you know Lisa Dick is upstairs? She's so hot." And I'm like, Skank, it's a tranny, right? And he goes, she's still hot, man. She's beautiful. I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm gonna see if I can get her autograph or something. So I don't know why, but I gotta see what happens. So I follow him upstairs, and this girl, this pre-op transsexual girl, who, by the way, if you didn't know, she was pretty convincing. She had, nice breasts and, very effeminate face and all makeup and long hair. And she was wearing like a slutty outfit. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on, but I go up there and there's all these dudes with their dicks out. And I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm a little drunk. We're playing a show. Apparently this girl, the tranny porn star, who was somewhat famous, I suppose, was signing all these guys' dicks with a magic marker. So I look at my guitar player. I'm like, "Are you gonna really? You're gonna go get her to sign your dick?" And he's like, "Hell yeah!" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Right? So he gets in line, and there's only a couple of guys, and then she signs his dick, and then he's like, "Do you know how beautiful I think you are?" Something like that. And the next thing I know, these two are like making out, like full on open mouth, tongue kissing, grabbing each other. She's grabbing his cock and he's feeling up her, I was like, oh my God, bro. And I'm like, he knows it's a tranny. This is crazy. I don't know what to think about this. So I go downstairs and I hear from several different people that him and her are like off in a corner making out still or something. I don't know. And then he comes down to play the second set, and I'm like, dude, you okay? Like, that wasn't a woman. And he goes, that was the best looking woman that I've ever made out with. I don't care. So there's my great tranny story. And I don't know whatever happened. I don't think he hooked up with her again. How did I get Bosley as a guest? Because, we don't always talk about chicks with dicks and, people that want to bang aliens here. Sometimes we do serious shows and we talk about more serious subjects. So that's how I got Walter Bosley as a guest. Yeah, I shouldn't have told that. Yeah, well, come on. I didn't mean any disrespect to trans people or transgenders. It's an old term. What is the term that I use, Spooky, that you're offended by? And this is the thing, like, okay, so I said a word that you didn't like. You know what happens when you're offended? Nothing. Nothing changes. And I can apologize for offending you, but you're still offended because I said a word that you didn't like or a descriptive word that may be outdated. But you know what? That was the word that was used at the time. And so when I'm thinking of a story from that time, so you'll have to forgive me. See, I'm not even going to tell funny stories about anything that somebody might get offended by because I have to filter everything here because everybody gets offended. And you know what else happens too? It's great. Other show hosts like tell me how bad the video quality is or something, or like what I should do to get better audio quality or something like that. And then I go to their shows and they look like shit and sound like shit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you got to consider the source. But back to offending anybody. If I offended anybody, I apologize. It's a word. It's a descriptor. You know. Yeah. No offense was intended. In fact, I thought I went out of my way to say like I'm all for people doing that. Even making out with whatever. If that makes it made him happy. He had a good time with her. So me and my band kind of busted his balls for a while about it. Mario, is it really that hard to use less offensive words though? No. And I'm still a little unclear. Is it because I said tranny? Is that the word, Mario Heat, that you don't like and somebody else doesn't like? Is that an offensive term, tranny? That's what the term was when this story happened. This is 25 years ago, probably. Long time ago. And I don't believe that the term transgender was the popular term until much more recently. So, hey, I apologize if I had an Archie Bunker moment and used that term. I won't use that term again now that I know it's offensive. Yeah, okay, all right. That was the word. So now we're sure of what word I said that offended people. And again, I apologize. I support transgender rights. I think do whatever you want to do. But okay, good. I'm glad you're not mad at me, Spooky. I didn't want to piss you off, anybody off. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying it's a word. It's a bad word to trans people. Well, lesson learned. And this is why we benefit. People don't realize it, but you benefit from having gay friends, trans friends, friends of different religions, because when you do something like that, they can correct you and really do it like a friend, right? Like I call that the booger friend, right? Like that's a friend, somebody who would say, you might not want to use that word, it's offensive. And then you learn and you go, oh, okay, I won't do that again, And in England, a trainee is a radio. That's interesting. Yeah. But seriously, I didn't mean to offend anybody with the use of the term. And yeah, it is an old term. And Spooky says we can all use learning moments. Yeah. Yeah, Mario Heat, I wasn't throwing shade, just saying. Yeah, hey, you never know though. I can't remember. What is it? Some other thing happened where I said something about I don't even remember, but somebody truly did get all snowflake offended once, and then they wrote me a bunch of emails and shit, and I was just like, Jesus, I said one word they didn't like. Eric, I don't think it's the power to control the narrative. It's just, she was informing me, and rightly so, that that's not a term that transgender people find appealing. That's an offensive term. It's an outdated offensive term as far as they're concerned now, and I should respect that, so I will. Yeah, I wasn't aware too. See, Bailey Stoner. Look, maybe this is a learning moment for all of us. Also, transsexual. That word people have made taboo, but I love it. So fuck them. I wasn't aware that the term transsexual was not a good term anymore. It's transgender now, right? Same as you don't call gays the F word, eh? Yeah. Yeah. I'm learning the proper terms for transgender people live on air. This is not a good place to have an Archie Bunker moment, right? And is now I'm starting to understand though. Remember, did anybody ever have like a really old uncle, grandpa, something that like just used totally racist terms and didn't even think that that was not okay, like right at the dinner table or right in the middle of, a family event, because I did. And but part of me understands it now. You just go, well, that's the term that I grew up with. It's a shame that it's no longer acceptable. And I guess somebody forgot to give them the memo, right? Don Craze phase. I don't come here for this. Well, it was just something that happened. We're doing a live stream. Okay, so let's just switch gears. Any questions or comments for me, put them in all caps. Michelangelo, that's a good term. Musically, I'm a transsexual. That's good. Yes. Yeah. Cross-dresser will be out, but who knows? Maybe gender fluid is the word now. Spooky, it may be a good idea to do a stream with a bunch of transgender people here with me where I could ask a lot of questions, because there's a lot of stuff. And look, we're going to get off this subject. There's a lot of stuff about it I don't understand. Like, I don't understand a man transitioning to a woman and then still marrying a woman. Do you know what I mean? Some of those things don't make sense to me. I just don't understand. Some of it's not logical to me. But, again, I support everybody doing whatever they're going to do. Yeah. So what do we got coming up? I've got a guy who claims to be a photographer for a bunch of aliens and business partners. And the aliens are giving him artwork and gifts, and he's taking pictures for them. And we're going to have him on next Tuesday at 8 p.m. And what do I think about that? I don't know. He sent me a bunch of pictures that he claims the aliens did for him, like artwork that the aliens made and gave him, and gifts even that the aliens gave him, like some kind of rock. And it's kind of a strange story, but I thought, let's interview him and see where this is going to go. Yeah, so that's what we've got coming up next Tuesday. I'm still hopeful that we're going to get Don Schmidt to be on the Revisiting Roswell series. I've only got him and two other guys on my list to wrap that series up. I'd really like to get all three and do 3 more interviews in the Roswell series, and then be back to other topics, I guess. But I really want to try to get every current world expert on Roswell event on that series, right? All Around Arbiter. Remember the TV series Sightings? That show started it for me. I watched every one, All Around Arbiter. That, and anytime Unsolved Mysteries had anything about aliens or Bigfoot or cryptid creatures, I would definitely watch those episodes. Because, yeah, you and I are old enough, All Around Arbiter, that like you didn't have the internet back then, so you really had to like wait and get the TV guide to see when Sightings is on, right? It was a lot harder to get this kind of material delivered to you back then, right? Eric says he's a handsexual. Having seen you, Eric, I totally believe that is an accurate term for you, a handsexual. Just remember, boomers, when you tell immigrants to learn your language and correct terms, you got to keep the same energy when it comes to these things. Well, Mario, though, don't listen. I'm all for multiculturalism and people keeping their culture or their language, but I do believe that if you go to live in a country, you should learn the language. I just think like the thought of me going to another country, like let's say I moved to Russia and just said I'm not learning Russian. You guys are going to have to put everything in English for me because I'm not going to learn your language. I think it's kind of rude. You know, if you're going to live there, you got to blend in a little bit and learn the language. Just my take, but it is what it is. Okay, exactly. So keep the same energy. It's all I'm saying. Yeah, start with me in the late '70s with Project UFOs on Sundays. I never heard of that series. I got to try to find that. Hmm. Bailey Stoner, are you talking to me? Email you? Uh, oh, only two stories of alien sex. Yeah, I'm a little light on the stories of alien sex. So if anybody finds any more, send them to me. You know, Unisong says I live with an alien, a resident alien. You mean illegal immigrant, or do you mean extraterrestrial alien, Unisong? Because you know we do aliens here, so you gotta. Oh, okay. Well, it's too late now, Bailey Stoner, because now I got your email address, and I'm gonna email you anyway. You know, it's funny. Like some people, I go, "Oh, that's that person on Facebook," but I don't know you from anywhere but the live chat, Bailey Stoner. I don't think that we're friends on Facebook, but you can friend me. Everybody can. And I'm always throwing people off of my Facebook because of that limit. You know. Yeah, what a bummer. She doesn't want me to email her. She wants her friend to. Okay. Unisol wants to go to Ocean Beach together. Is that Ocean Beach on the East Coast or West Coast? CV Linda Parado, who I believe is new here. And if I'm mistaken, I apologize. But if I'm not, welcome. You are most welcome. Asks, hey, Stephen, any ideas about having Elizondo on for an interview? Maybe ask him some Roswell or recovered craft questions. He's on my list of things to do. Honestly, I heard that he was going to be doing a lot of interviews, but then I saw that at first he was only doing the top numbered sort of shows, and I thought, well, he's probably not going to do our show. We don't have those, bigger numbers yet. But then I saw that he's doing some really lesser known shows, so I'm going to reach out and see if he will do it. And we'll ask him all kinds. I could really do a good interview. The one thing that I'll say is that I think all the interviews that I've heard of Elizondo so far have been pretty softball interviews. And not to give anything away, but I'm going to ask him a lot more tough questions than some of these guys did. I think that there's this sort of I don't know, like celebrity adulation that goes on with some of these show hosts. They get a guy that's got this big name, they've seen him on the History Channel, right? And they get sort of starstruck and then they softball question him through the whole interview. I'm going to do my best to not do that, but we'll see how it goes or if he'll even agree to it. But I promise you guys, I'm at least going to reach out and ask him to do it. Because there's a lot of things I would like to ask him, especially based on this latest round of bunch of interviews that he's done. Yeah, it is what it is. I will try to get him. Any other questions or comments for me? Otherwise, we're going to wrap things up here. Been a long day here, and got some other things to do tonight, like fight with Rumble. There's another note. I'm not even sure we're going to keep doing this Rumble thing because so far we've only gotten like 100 views total, and it takes a long time to download the videos each night, and I'm 3 behind. I forgot to do the last few. So, yeah. But if you are on Rumble, go over there and give us a subscribe or Okay, Mario Heat is asking, when is the next puppet special? Well, I'm waiting on some parts and some puppet making supplies because I want to add a few characters before the next show. So it's probably going to be 2 or 3 weeks before the next one. The people crave more puppets. Yeah, and I want to thank you. We had, I think it's like 3 or 4 shows now have 3 or 4 other people on YouTube have either done a reaction video or replayed our video or like Paranormal Hood, Jiggy, and Smoking. They like played it and stopped it every once in a while. We're talking about it, and Jiggy was now granted he was high as shit, but he was cracking up through the whole thing, and it made me crack up through the whole thing listening to him react to it. And he said a lot of nice things. A lot of people have. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody that has been so positive about it. I think it's going to be an ongoing series. But the one thing I worry about is like, I've got 500 hours of those guys. Copyright, I don't have to worry about copyright strikes, I don't think, because they don't own it. Gaia does, and Gaia's not very happy with those guys. So I've got 500 hours of those guys talking this bullshit, and I can make 500 hours worth of clown videos. But I think that the joke of these two clowns saying this stuff is going to get old fast. So maybe we'll do, I'm going to commit to 3 or 4 more, right? Yeah. Jonas had already mentioned that he would like Davy Clowncock to get a mustache, and we're going to try to accommodate him just for him. Michelangelo says his puppet show was dope. Yeah, I worked really hard on that, harder than I should have for as silly as a thing as it was. Oh, and you know what's so funny? I felt like a dumb monkey. And, well, I always feel like a dumb monkey when I'm talking to Jeremy Rise, alien scientist. You know, he's a real physicist, and he is always. I love science too, but he's way over my head with like isotopes and photons. He's always talking about like real deep physics stuff to me, and I always feel dumb. But I said it to him, and then when I talked to him off air, I said, "Hey, what do you think of that puppet thing? It was funny, right?" And he was so studious, like Einstein. He was like, "Well, Stephen, that was a bit juvenile for me." But I can see how other people may find it somewhat entertaining. And I just felt like a dumb monkey talking to Einstein. Like, I'm sorry, Einstein, you didn't like my juvenile clown video. It's pretty funny. But I love Jeremy, though. And he's always honest with me. Good for him, He didn't find it very entertaining because he's such a serious scientist guy, right? Ryan Hall, you want my laugh? You could have it. Give me a better laugh. That's not very appealing, at least to me. A lot of people say they like my laugh, though, so I'll just keep laughing here. Whatever people like, that's what we're doing here. So, like I said, coming up, we're talking to a guy that is an alien. He claims to be a photographer for an alien, or a group of aliens, and they're giving him gifts, and he's had these multiple contacts with aliens. We're going to talk to him this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. I'm hoping to get a show together for tomorrow night. You could be topical with the clowns. New Wilcock clips. Do 1 or 2 minute teaser to play before the show or later in the broadcast. Yeah, I am going to start doing that because to have somebody sit and watch that for like 10 minutes is asking a little much. But I think we might do some short clips in between our Truthseekers show here, and they'll just talk their clown bullshit and we'll laugh at it, and then we'll move on with the topic of the night. That's actually a great idea. But I'm not so sure about new Wilcock clips, Terry, because he would own the copyrights to those and could copyright strike me for their use. Where what we're doing right now is using stuff from Gaia TV that neither of those two clowns owns the rights to. So near as I'm told, or near as I understand, they can't copyright strike me. Gaia would have to, and I don't think Gaia would have any plans to copyright strike me for using that stuff. I'm not saying that they like what I did, but they don't not like it. So, especially considering one of those clowns is suing them right now in federal court. Yeah, and by the way, that's something that I would like to do some kind of update or like look into what's going on with all of the, Mr. Good's lawsuits. But it seems like they're moving so deathly slow that there's not much to cover. He filed his first suit, and then the complaint wasn't sufficient, and everybody, all the defendants pointed it out that they didn't meet any, they didn't offer any proof or evidence of all their claims, and you have to in a formal complaint. So then they amended their complaint, I think twice now, right? And there's all these motions to dismiss, including what may be a slap. For those who don't know, a slap suit is when someone is trying to curtail your freedom of speech, and there's a way to dismiss that based on slap statutes. I don't know. It looks like this whole thing might get put to rest soon. I'm hopeful that it will. Watch Meet the Freebies after the show and be inspired. Maybe you're right. I'm not familiar with what that is, but I will look it up. Jonaside says 2 downvotes. Those are still amateur numbers, Jonaside. Normally by now, into this late in the stream, we've got 5 downvotes. The haters must be asleep or, not paying attention tonight. Yeah, Brad Gray. I agree with you. Alien Scientist has hit the big time with Timcast. Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of the show, and I said, God bless him. I hope some of that luck rubs off on me, because his YouTube channel went up by like 6,000 subscribers right after he was on the Timcast show. So, boy, what a bump. I could sure use a bump like that. One can hope, right? One can hope and one could dream. Seems like Unisong says, seems like everyone is handing out those defamation, slander, libel lawsuits. No, it's mostly just Corey Good. I don't know of anybody else suing anybody. I heard that Simon Parks is suing somebody for slander and libel. So we've got, I guess, those 2 clowns, Simon Parks and Corey Good, suing people. Yeah, the 2 downvotes are probably Wilcock and Good. Yeah. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall, Terry, when they like saw that shit. I could imagine David Wilcock like yelling at his wife, like, Elizabeth, I gotta do something about this Steve Cambion guy. The Paranormal Hood Jiggy said that he's gonna do a rap diss track about me or something. Spooky says, I'm suing you for bad jokes. Oh, speaking of bad jokes, here's a good one then, Spooky. If you don't like bad jokes. And this doesn't even have a punchline. And so it's, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but some of you really need to shave your Valentine's Day gift. Come on, that's funny. Some of you really need to shave your Valentine's Day gift? Come on. Mario Heat says, downvote seekers. Listen, I love those people because they are still helping me. They may think that they're doing, fuck Steve Cambion. Great. It's engagement, and the algorithm doesn't care whether you upvote it or downvote it. It just all counts as engagement. So I say we need more downvotes. We definitely want more downvotes. If I could, encourage people to downvote, I actually would. Go ahead, downvote it. That would really help us out. Oh, I'm looking at it now. Now we're up to 5. It was at 2. So, see, I'm getting what I want. These fucking trolls, these fucking nasty people. But no, God bless them. They're helping me with engagement. So thank each and every one of you who decided to say I suck tonight and downvote me. That's great. Oh, it may have something to do with the recent Twitter beef, too. Those may be a couple of the assholes downvoting my show. Hi, assholes. Yeah, and Twitter beefs are funny. I'm going to try to stay out of them, but I can't help it. Like, I see somebody post something, and then I'm like, fuck this guy. That's Twitter. I heard Elon Musk say, like, somebody said, you spend a lot of your time fighting with people on Twitter, and he said, well, that's what it's for. That's the arena. If you don't want to fight, don't go on Twitter. Could be. CG is being represented by the law firm Dewey, Cheatham, and Hale. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Don't get a 5 o'clock shadow. Oh, you meant because I said you gotta shave your, you definitely gotta shave your Valentine's Day gift, you know? Or trim, even the men. You gotta manscape that shit, you know? Oh, that's pretty funny. Is it true the word twit means to harass? Word means a stupid person, right? So I'm a stupid person for being on Twitter because I'm a twit. Vibe with me. Yeah, F the Twitter twats. I agree with you. Uh, but I didn't mean to, but I got in this big Twitter beef, and it's some big names. I'll tell you. I'll message you about it because you would like to hear this, being a show host. And yeah, and yeah, it's pretty funny. It's just pretty funny, the stuff that happens on Twitter sometimes. And I didn't mean to start a big thing, but it just kind of escalated. You know, these things tend to escalate. That's what happens. They escalate. Uh, 1 second, friends. I was checking in with something. We're trying to. Nothing has been working well for me lately. But yeah, I want it to be right. It's Stephanie Burton in our live chat. Good to see you here. Welcome. You are most welcome. I knew the avatar and I thought that was you, but I wanted to check before I said it was you. At least I hope that's you and not just somebody using your avatar or one of your avatars. I think it is you. Welcome. You are most welcome. Pragmagic needed a break. And he's having a rough night. So am I. Pragmagic, I'm having a rough night waiting for you to send me your audio tracks. It's been 3 weeks. No rush. Slacker. What a slacker. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good to see you here. Yeah, I've been checking out some of your stuff lately. And I'm trying to listen to it while I'm doing other stuff. But I like what I have seen and heard so far. Good stuff. Maybe you could come on our show. We have trouble getting guests. I don't know. I have a bad reputation here. Well, actually, no. We've been getting some better guests lately. You know, got to put on the more serious thing for some of these serious research type. Because when they hear that we talk about like alien sex and dildos here, suddenly they're not very interested in coming on the show. You're like, aren't you that guy that talks about dildos all the time? And David Wilcock? Like, yeah, that's me. They're like, yeah, I think I'm too busy to do your show, bro. Michelangelo says, I had Nick Cave following me before they locked me out. I hate Twitter now. Well, that's interesting. Pragmagic says, please don't talk about music. I can't talk about music, Pragmagic, because I gave you beats and there's no music to the beats, so I guess I'm going to become a rapper now because I got beats without music or with almost no music. Slacker. For those that don't know, I drafted Pragmagic. I'm making a new CD, and I'm like, new album, and I said, Pragmagic, I'm gonna just send you some beats. You gotta do the music. And he's like, okay, and then nothing. Hey, yeah, I would really like that. That would really be helpful. Yeah, I'm going to message you as soon as I'm finished with the broadcast tonight. And of course, you came when we were doing like a really lowbrow. Look at this. This is embarrassing. Another well-known show host comes into my live chat and we're doing like a show talking about alien sex and dildos. It's great. This is just the way my life goes, though, friends. Oh, good to hear it. Ron likes me. That's well. See, everybody can't hate me. Bluefish Radio. Yeah, I do synth music. Bluefish Radio is a lot of. I'm a big fan of synthesizers, drum machines, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah. Well, you listen. It's Friday night, and I don't want to. We just had alien scientists in Cal Corp, and we were talking about Roswell, and this Cal Corp just comes on and just bursts my Roswell balloon and bubble every time that I think, well, he can't explain away this or that, and it can't just be a weather balloon, and he came on and killed it, killed the whole story. And so tonight we just want to do something fun and not so heavy. Love the synth. Good, thanks. I appreciate that. Bailey Stoner, do you do music in Linux? Yes, everything I do in my own Linux operating system called Altos. And there's a Facebook group. Just look for Altos, the alternative operating system, in the search bar on Facebook. I'm sorry, and you'll find us. Stephanie is distracting me. Anal probing is up our alley. Oh. What are we gonna do? Do I use Jack? No, I'm pretty old school. I use this old school trackers and things called Renoise. I have used Jack, but it's very difficult to get everything interacting and working together. I'm going to give that another shot sometime, though. Brad Gray, because Cal has evidence and Jeremy had what ifs. Yeah. Mary Heat says, yes, it's up our dark alley. Yes. Well, there you go, Stephanie. Maybe you met somebody new tonight, because Mario Heat is definitely into anal probing, aren't you, Mario Heat? I think so. Yeah, me too. Actually, me too. But actually, I started earlier than that, Blue Shift Radio. I started on Pro Tracker on an Amiga 1000 with 4 8-bit channels. And then I went to PCs, and for Screen Tracker, I think that was 16 8-bit channels, and then Fast Tracker, 32 16-bit channels. And now I use something called Renoise, which is very similar to Fast Tracker, but lets you use virtual synths and MIDI. It's kind of the culmination of all trackers. You should check it out if you haven't already. I really enjoy it. Okay. You use Artie Linux. Wow, a girl that uses Linux. You're like a unicorn, Bailey Stoner. It's like, what is it? What do we have, Linux users that are female? We've got Nikki Pixel and you. That's it. That's the only girls that I know that use Linux. All 2 of them. So, friends, I think we're gonna just we're gonna bail out of this shit show tonight here, and I'm gonna try to get a show together for tomorrow night, or we could do a panel show. I think we should do a panel show. So if anybody would like to be actually on the stream tomorrow night, I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find our email banner here. Yeah, and also I want to remind everybody that we have a Rumble channel now. Not that it's doing us much good. I think we've only gotten 100 views over there, but if you want to check out Rumble, check my Twitter feed. And okay, so anybody that wants to be on the stream tomorrow night, you could either, there's 3 ways to contact me. You can private message me on Facebook, you can direct message me on Twitter, or you can email me at truthseekershow@gmail.com. We'll let anybody on. Oh, I did not know that, Stephanie. Jeez. Pay me in food. Stephanie also uses Linux. Now I like you even more, Stephanie. I don't know any. I've known one. I know Nikki Pixel. Well, I know of her. I actually talked to her a few times, but I don't know many women that use Linux. So I have my own Linux distribution. And again, you can search for it by looking up Altos, the alternative operating system. It's a Facebook group, and all the links to download it are there. It's 32 gigs of software, mostly for creative people. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do a panel show. And hey, Stephanie, why don't you come on? That would be great. And Bailey Stoner, why don't you come on? So it's not a sausage party. That would be great, right? We can actually have some real live human females on our show. That would be awesome. And we're going to get started around 8 p.m. tomorrow night. The one thing I will ask, though, and it's just as crazy that I got to ask this, is that if you're going to come on our show, no nudity. And in other words, don't put your webcam on your penis or your vagina and then come on our show. Don't do that. That's against YouTube terms of service. We can't have anybody naked or nude or anything like that, or showing their private parts. Oh no, circle back. That means I'm never going to hear from you again, Stephanie. I am so sad now. Circle back. Pop locking clowns. Yeah, we can have pop locking clowns all we want. Bebopping clowns. Can't have nudity on the show. Yeah. So if you want to be on the show tomorrow, just reach out to me and I will send you the show link. We're going to do a panel show tomorrow night. And just those are usually crazy. So if you want to have a crazy good time, and we'll talk about all kinds of things. I don't know if we'll start with topics or just leave it open topics. And also, we've got the phone situation straightened out, so we'll have open phone lines tomorrow night. Yes, camel toe is perfectly okay, Jonas. Camel toe is fine, but you can't do like nudity. So just cover the V before you show it. That's all you got to do. Andrew says he is naked right now. Somehow, with this crazy audience, I believe that they're not joking. They probably really are naked right now. Don't forget, meet the freebies. Yeah, or what is it? The Feebles, not the freebies. Feebles. Okay, I'll check it out. Absolutely, we'll check it out. Yeah, everybody tomorrow night should wear camel toe Greer shorts. Yeah, and we'll have a prize for the biggest camel toe. Spooky's going to prepare an appropriate thesis for the evening's proceedings. There you go. Yeah, I agree with you. Things are always better with females, so let's try to get some. So it's not always a sausage party, you know. You remember that when you used to go to parties and you'd go in and you'd be like, there's other parties going. This is a sausage party. Let's get out of here and find a party with women in it, right? Yeah. But some of it was like to be expected. Like you can't stop by your Dungeons and Dragons friends party and expect there to be a ton of hot chicks there, right? It's just not going to happen. Okay. So I apologize for earlier. We had all these technical issues. Seems like everything worked fine once I switched to Linux and Chromium. So we'll just run the show in this from now on. I'm not going to try to mess with Windows until StreamYard straightens out our issues. Let me get rid of that banner. So we'll be back tomorrow night to do a panel show. I think that's going to be fun. And everybody is welcome. Again, just email me, DM me, or PM me. Don Cranespace is asking, where is the Greer show that I promised? I have to get with Michael from that UFO organization because him and his wife were going to be a guest and talk about how they saw drones at a Greer event. And then we're going to talk about the Greer financial stuff. So yeah, we have more dirt on Stephen Greer. I will do that Sunday or Monday as long as I can get Michael to agree to it. So friends, we'll be back tomorrow night. I'm always happy when there's an audience. I'm grateful that you could be a part of mine. Until next time, friends, my name is Stephen Campion. Good night, and God bless all of you. See you tomorrow night around 8 p.m. Good night, friends.